Okay, so by the time you see this video, I'll have already uploaded my previous video about forks. Um, so what I wanted to rant about for a moment, excuse the rant. Um, I'm taking a class right now. It's part of my degree program. And it's part of everybody's degree program in this particular school. I don't know anybody yet that hasn't had to take it for no matter what degree they're going for. Here's the problem with my class. Okay, my class is Ethics 125, which is cultural diversity. Um, the problem with this class is anybody who's taken it thus far and the people that are in it right now are saying that it should be called How to Be a Racist. This class is beyond ridiculous. And I mean, really, really ridiculous. Um, we I'm in the fourth week right now. The class is 9 weeks long. I'm week 4, so almost halfway done. And in the middle of my 9 weeks, I'll be taking, after week 5, I'll be taking winter vacation, which is 3 weeks long. Yes. And so here's the thing. The class started out pretty normal, pretty boring. It wasn't really a big deal. It was just recognizing what the word ethnicity and race means to whoever, and how those things are important to society, and just stuff like that. Just pretty boring. Like, okay, whatever. And then the first assignment came around, which was due the first week they're in, and it was you had to write a first-person journal, basically, pretending to be a subordinate group of a different ethnicity than you actually are. Um, and you were supposed to be uh, immigrating to America from your home country. And like coming into Ellis Island and everything like that. And anything that happened to your group that you were uh, writing, writing about, writing as, I guess, writing as. Consequences, creation, migration, extermination, expulsion, yeah, that stuff. So you have to describe this as if you were a member of this group and where they originated, how they came to the United States, everything like that. I was like, okay, whatever, I'll write it. So I wrote a very creative journal entry, turned it in, got an A. Cool. I thought, okay, cool, I can get through this class, no problem. Then week 2 came. And here's the thing: how these classes work right now. You take 2 classes at a time. You jump back and forth between doing a week of discussion questions where you talk with the class and things like that, and then the next week you do just assignments. There's no interaction during that week. So you jump back and forth between those weeks, and they alternate with the classes. So the first week was just an assignment week. Didn't have to talk to nobody. The second week is a discussion week where you actually have to talk with people. One of the checkpoints in that week, in week 2, which is just like a little mini assignment type thing, one of the checkpoints was you had to take a Harvard hosted implicit association test, an IAT, which Harvard hosts these tests. They're just simple tests that they measure your attitude basically towards a certain subject. And we had to pick between general race, Arab, Muslim, Native, Asian, or skin tone. And it was basically your general attitude towards these things, how you felt about race. So I just picked a general race one just because I thought it would be easy to do, no problem. And then, of course, you had to write a summary of what you thought, how you thought the IAT rated you. If you thought the answers were accurate, or if you thought it would be difficult to measure these things accurately. Basically, the test was how racist are you, is to put it in simplest terms. It was absolutely ridiculous. And then the discussion questions that week were not too bad, and I thought, okay, not bad at all. It was basically what stereotyping. Do you experience stereotyping? What is stereotyping? How does it affect group relations? Just things like that. So that's okay. And then also you had to do a stereotyping. The second discussion question that week, because you have 2. The second one that week was basically, what would you do if you were in this person's shoes? And this person is somebody who's trying to go to college, but their family says that they need to go to work instead so they can earn money. And it's just this weird morals and family tradition thing that you have to decide how you would explain to the family if you were in that situation. That wasn't so bad. Week three is when it started to get really bad. um, week three was another assignment week. And there was two assignments that week, and you had to uh, God, it was bad. Challenges in immigration was that week's theme. Um, so you had to select an immigrant group, which any any race or any ethnicity that's immigrated to America, but Germans, Italians, Spanish, Indian, whatever. So you had to imagine yourself as a current member of that group, and then you would have to say, then you had to ask yourself, would I want to immigrate to the United States and why? Then you have to think about, you have to actually go to the immigration website for the United States and figure out how much it costs, uh, everything that's involved in it, the process, naturalization, fingerprinting, everything you have to go through to immigrate to this country legally. So, and then you have to, write about then you have to answer questions as follows. You have to answer, should the United States government policy favor certain kinds of immigrants? And I thought, why would we favor any kind of immigrant? No, we're not favoring anybody. Everybody goes through the same process. It's all fair. It's all done. No problem. So, and then it should citizenship preference be given to the neediest applicants, the most talented, the most oppressed, the richest? No. Should applicants from certain countries be given priority? No. So it's just, I mean, going back and forth with this stuff is ridiculous. And then we had to go through discrimination. And this was my favorite assignment thus far. You had to select an ethnic group which you belong to. If you identify with more than one, choose the group which you most identify or about which you want to learn more about. Now, I'm a quarter Sicilian, a quarter German, a quarter Irish, a quarter Blackfoot Indian. I'm kind of a hodgepodge. And so I identify mostly with the ethnic group of my Sicilian side of the family, my dad's mother's side. Um, it's just I just fit into that niche much better, and I know a lot about that side of the family, a lot about that history and everything like that. So I then had to write a 1,000-word essay, which is cake, on on said group, and I had to conduct research to determine if the group colonized or if it immigrated to the United States, if it faced prejudice, racism, how and why of those things, and I had to use my textbook and everything like that and whatever. I also had to see if I had to go through any dual labor marketing, reverse discrimination, glass ceilings, institutional discrimination, all that stuff, and posting. Done. Got an A. Okay, that one was fun. Then, now we're in week 4. Currently, we're in week 4, and like I said before. And this week is African American group progress and modern African American dynamics. Okay, sounds pretty simple, right? Well, this week is a discussion week, so we're in class talking. The first question we got was, how do you think slavery influenced the evolution of both black and white America today? Explain your answer. Yeah, that didn't go over well. The second question we got was, consider racial imbalances in education, the economy, family life, housing, criminal justice, healthcare, and politics. Of these social challenges facing modern African Americans, which do you think are more difficult to overcome and why? Suggest ideas for solutions to such challenges and respond to the ideas classmates suggest by stating whether you think their solutions are feasible, why or why not. Okay, here's the thing. Now remember, according to this class, only African Americans face these racial imbalances in education, economy, family life, etc., etc., etc. Now, so we basically have to write about how African Americans deal with this race. I'm not an African American, clearly, and I really don't know a lot about their history or anything like that, because that doesn't interest me. Not that I'm racist or I don't like them or whatever. No, they're just another human to me. I just never got into that whole thing. So now I have to describe, I did it, obviously. Unfortunately, I did it and I started a fight because it pissed me off. And I thought, why do I have to write about this? Why do I have to write with these terms? And it just pisses me off. I'm sorry. I don't like it. And next week's not getting any better. It's getting worse. Next week is Muslim and Arab Americans. Now, we go through this whole class where we do different races, okay? The week after that is Native American cultures, which, okay, that one I can deal with because I'm a quarter Native American. Fine. After that is Hispanic American diversity, and don't even get me started there. After that is Asian Americans. And our final week in that class is describing the effects of the expansion of race and ethnicity, I have a really hard time with that word, on the United States society. So my final project is an autobiographical research paper analyzing the influences of races in my community. I live in Grand Terrace. If anybody knows where that is, it's in Southern California. It's crammed between Riverside and Colton, and it's about this big. Not a whole lot happens up here. Everybody on my street, and I kid you not, everybody on my street is white. They're all white folk, and most of them are rich, snobby white folk, I might add. Most of the people that own the businesses in this town are white folk or Asians. We don't have a whole lot of diversity in this town. It's predominantly just a bunch of white people, and my final project I'm gonna bomb. I know I'm gonna bomb it because I have no idea how I'm gonna write this paper. So, and this is a 2,000 word paper, mind you, and so I'm kind of like, okay, I don't want to think about my final project right now. But this is what I've been dealing with. I am so sick and tired of this class. It's absolutely ridiculous. And people are, in the class discussions, mind you, people are going, well, and just about every discussion starts off with the words, I don't know how to say this without sounding racist, but, and then that's it. And then they rant and rave, and they sound like a racist. And and then we get in trouble, and then we get bombed on because we have a lot of diversity in our classes. We have, people that are taking these classes that are living in the Philippines, and it's lots of diversity in the classes. So I don't know why this class even exists. If anybody can tell me why this class exists, I'm more than happy to listen to. I just don't freaking get it, because it's like I said, it's how to be a racist, basically. It tells you what's wrong with every race, what's wrong, whatever, with every race that they can possibly throw at you. And you're like, there's nothing wrong with them. So they have a bent out of shape history. Who doesn't? What race doesn't have a bent out of shape history? I don't understand why we have to do all this, but okay. I feel better now. Now that I've gotten my rant out. Alright, so enjoy this video, hopefully. Also enjoy my video about forks. Also, I'm going to upload this now, and go watch another video and whatnot. Okay. Talk to y'all soon. I might record another one before I go to bed. I don't know. Bye.